Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the difference between these iPhones right here. Obviously there's a size difference which you can see right away, so physical aspects about it you guys will be able to see. I'm going to go over some internal aspects about each one of these. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, right here we have the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12 and 12 Pro Max. Now keep in mind that 12 Pro Max and the 12 Pro both have 3 lenses, whereas the iPhone 12 only has 2. And the 12 mini also have 2. Now when it comes down to colors, yes, there's more variation once we take a look at the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12. However, when it comes down to the 12 Pro Max and the 12 Pro, we only have a few selections when it comes down to colors. And there is a new one that just came out, which is this one, the purple one. Now when we look at the prices, yes, the 12 mini would be the cheapest at $699, with the 12 at $799, and with the Pro Max coming at most expensive at $1,000. Anyways, let's just keep looking down. We have the screens right here. So display wise, yes, the iPhone 12 mini is the smallest at 5.2. Then we have the iPhone 12 at 6.1 and the iPhone 12 Pro Max at 6.7. Now as I mentioned before with the cameras, the 12 and the 12 mini do not have telephoto. That's because they're missing that one lens that the 12 Pro Max and the 12 Pro both have, which is telephoto. Also, when it comes down to HDR recording, we only have up to 30 frames per second when it comes down to iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12. However, the 12 Pro Max and the 12 Pro both have 60 frames per second at HDR. Now looking at optical zoom, the iPhone 12 and 12 mini both have the same thing, 2 times, and the iPhone 12 Pro has 5 times optical zoom. Also want to highlight the iPhone 12 Pro does have this scanner for night mode, where the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini do not. When it comes down to the battery, yes, the iPhone 12 mini only lasts about 15 hours of video playback. The iPhone 12 is at 17 hours video playback, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 20 hours of video playback. Now when it comes down to storage capacity, there's a huge difference. Both the iPhone 12 and 12 mini have the exact same thing. So we have 64 gigs, that's where they start, and they can go all the way up to 256 gigs. However, when it comes down to the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it starts at 128 gigs and can go all the way up to 512 gigs. Now yes, all 3 iPhones have HDR display. However, when it comes down to the pixel resolution, the iPhone 12 mini falls behind by 2340 by 1080, where we have the iPhone 12 at 2532 by 1170, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the best screen at 2778 by 1284. Now keep in mind that during this video we're just showing everything that's different, not everything else that's exactly the same, because they have a lot of things that are exactly the same, so we just want to show you guys the differences. For example, when it comes down to the screen brightness, we have both the iPhone 12 mini and the 12 at 625 units of brightness, whereas the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 800. Now here are the exact dimensions where you guys can look at. Obviously there's a size difference between all of them. However, when you come down into the depth, then they have all the same thing. So we do have this at 0.29 inches. And yes, the heaviest iPhone would be the iPhone 12 Pro Max at 8.3 ounces, where we have the iPhone 12 at just 578 and the iPhone 12 mini, which is only 4.76 ounces. Now again, we're just going to look at the cameras, and yes, the iPhone 12 and 12 mini have about the same thing. However, when it comes down to the iPhone 12 Pro Max, we do have that telephoto lens. So we do have that extra right here. And the same goes with iPhone 12 Pro Max. Again, it does have this option for Apple Pro RAW. So you can save your photos at Pro RAW. However, the iPhone 12 and 12 mini can't. And when it comes down to image stabilization, the iPhone 12 mini and the 12 have the same one. However, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a new sensor shift optical image stabilization. And when we're looking at optical zoom, like I mentioned before, we do have 2 times optical zoom with both iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini. However, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 2.5 times zoom plus a total of 5 times optical zoom range. Now I don't want to look really at digital zoom, because that's the exact same thing as zooming in your computer screen, for example, which means pretty much nothing. Something else that the iPhone 12 Pro Max has is the night mode portraits mode, where the iPhone 12 and 12 mini do not. Now when it comes down to video recording, yes, we can record on all of them at 4K 60 frames per second. That's for all of them. However, when it comes down to HDR recording, that's when it comes down to the differences. So we do have HDR recording at only 30 frames per second with the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12. However, the iPhone 12 Pro Max can go up to 60 frames per second. Now when it comes down to data and wireless, they all have the exact same structure. Now getting back to the battery itself, yes, the iPhone 12 Pro Max would have the largest battery, so we do have 20 hours of video playback, whereas the iPhone 12 has 17 and the iPhone 12 mini has only 15 hours. However, with video playback streamed, it's only 10 hours for the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12 at 11, and iPhone 12 Pro Max at 12 hours. And if you're listening to music, the iPhone 12 mini will last about 50 hours, the iPhone 12 at 65 hours, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max at 80 hours. Would also like to highlight that they all have the exact same nano SIM card, so that fits in all of them, the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And they do have that dual SIM where we have that extra eSIM already built in into all of them. But anyways, that would be all the differences that we have for all three iPhones. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.